on THAAfterparty.com.
Hey, bring, bring, bring. Evie calling. Evie calling. Bring. Black America, I love you. I love you. I love you, Black America, from the bottom of my heart. And what we have to do is learn to love each other. I don't think black people, we ever tell each other we love each other. It's like we don't love each other because we have been programmed not to love each other. So Evie calling here today to say we're going to have to start loving each other because this is our moment in history. This is our moment. Whatever that, what is that dude, Eminem, the dude, the white boy? This is the music, the moment, the blah, 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 where you gotta blow. Well, this is our moment. First of all, I only have this on because that picture you have is me with this wig on, and you probably say, oh, how do it? This is a wig, so we're gonna throw that. Oops, now it's on the floor all dirty. Get rid of that, and this is the natural. For one thing, Evie is not trying to look pretty. Okay, I did my eyes, but I normally don't put on makeup because I have a habit of sweating like a hog from the top of my head, and it runs down in my eyes. There goes the makeup. Or I'll have my hands in my face like continuously. So, bring Evie calling. Black America, I love you. I love you. I love you. And it is my job, I have taken it upon myself to be the cheerleader, as I was told I am, to bring us together. We have to come together as one. We have to. Now. And what we have to do right now in this moment is stop this infighting. Because that's what they, the people in charge, want. That's what Massa wants. That's what Massa did from the minute we hit this place. They gave us their religion, which they don't follow. And they gave us these laws, which they don't follow to this day. But we are following the laws. Why are we following the laws? But let's go back in history. Okay, we're at this moment because we keep getting killed. The cops are killing us. We got racist white people killing us. And nobody is saying anything. So what happened to the famous NAACP? Remember that organization, the NAACP, which had that white chick in there pretending she was a black chick. And then when they discovered that she was a white chick, they said, oh, well, she was a better black woman than the black woman. Hey, I got something for you, buddy. Okay? Like that, what was that dude that called us nappy-headed hoes? I went on there and said, Mr. Imus, that's who it was, nappy-headed hoes. Well, if the black people can say it, I can say it. Oh, no. No, you cannot. You cannot. So I it was emailing back then. I emailed the team, this team, it was a basketball team. He called these girls nappy-headed hoes. I said, honey, get you a crackhead. Nail Mr. Imus down on the ground. Have them pin him on the ground. And each one of you nappy-headed hoes sit on his face and say, I got your nappy-headed hoe. How you like me now? Okay? Okay? If we want to play, let's play. Let's play. Now, the NAACP, I want to show you who founded. This is who founded the NAACP. 2 black people and what, 5 or 6 white people? And they were Jews. They were Jews that founded that. Why the Jews and the blacks always, but the Jews is always running the blacks? We the cheap labor. We the cheap labor. Just remember that. That's why we can't get anywhere. That's why our people can't get out the ghetto. On minimum wage, we the cheap labor. That is our switch or sandwich, whatever the hell you call it. A concentration camp. That's what the hood is. And notice that the word ghetto, the world is a ghetto. How'd that get pinned to us when that was the German term and what they called the Jews' neighborhood? It was called a ghetto. But it wasn't bad when it was with them. But then when the black folks got the crap, it's bad. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Yep. Mr. Who is it? Rogers, whatever the hell his name was, the dude with the coat, and they made a movie about him like he's something. Motherfucker ain't shit. I mean, I'm not trying to down the dude, his little show and all of that. I don't remember seeing any black people in his little neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? But these are the NAACP founders. That's why they ain't done nothing to us. That's why we are still getting murdered. We are being systematically murdered. And they talk about, well, the COVID is big in the black neighborhood. I believe they said the same thing about AIDS. Oh, AIDS. AIDS is big in the black neighborhood. It's like, really? Really? Now, how do we get all? And then it was subscribed to the black woman. Of course, we had to be the carrier. Of course. But they talk about that. Oh, I'm all over the board. They talk about that Tuskegee thing where they injected the men with the syphilis. But you notice how they don't ever mention them men had to go out and be porking the black woman. So what was happening with her? What was happening with us? You know they was porking us. Come on now. So that means we had the shit too. But nobody don't mention it. We had it. So you just passing it on to us? What's up? What's up? There's so much history, black folks, we got to know. Black America, I love you, but wake up to this programming. They are trying to divide us. Now, I got some little stuff here. I brought some articles. We're going to start with why we cannot be divided and win this. They have been dividing the black man and the black woman since we hit this continent. And we're just going along with it specifically right now. Right now. Ladies, gentlemen, we got to come together as one. We got to stop blaming each other. And for heaven's sake, stop calling us ratchets. What's the other one? Hood rat? I'm not no rat. A rat is a horrible thing. The beautiful day in the neighborhood. It got chopped off to a beautiful hood. A hood. And of course the hood was bad. The neighborhood's fine. But the hood sucks. Anyway, what is it? Hood rat, ratchet, chicken neck. I never did know what that was supposed to be. Well, we got the typical bitches and hoes. Please, gentlemen, don't call us that. Please, respect us, and we will respect you. Because you have a habit of thinking that the black women are populating that ghetto all by themselves. That woman she ain't Jesus. Well, not Jesus. Who be Mary? She ain't Mary. How's she making them babies all by herself? Somebody got to be sticking something in somewhere to make them babies. She didn't do that all by herself. But then y'all flipped up the script, and we'll show you what white America wants the black woman, what they think of us, the movies that they make of the black woman. Where's that little porky ass? Where's this here picture? I made sure to bring pictures. Okay. This is the black woman that they want you to remember. Dun, 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 Big Mama! The heifer ain't even a woman. If it's swinging a dick, it ain't legit. You got that? Okay? That's a dude. That's Martin Lawrence pretending to be a black woman. Why is that? Why couldn't they get a black woman to play that part? Here we have some more. Black women. What is it? What was her name? Wanda? With the lips? Who played that part? Not Jamie Foxx. Whoever the hell that was that played that part. I can't remember. And then we got the biggest one of all. The biggest diva. Medea. Medea's a dude. She's a drag queen. Okay? Medea ain't for real. When Medea first came out, she was nice. Family friendly. Now the heifer's a monster. She go after them little girls. Little girl have all this trauma she's been put in her house. Man, she talked to that girl like, what the hell you doing here? I'll slap your head on the other side of your face. Like, what? What's up with that? That's where she came from. That ain't exactly what she needs. We don't need to beat our children into submission. Massa already is doing that. Then we got the other one. What's her name? Shanae? Martin Lawrence again playing a chick. What's up with you, dude? What's up with you playing the women, the black women? What's up with that? What's up with that? What's up with that? And I even got one of my boy, Rock, the Rock, dressed like a woman. Why is Rock dressed like a woman? That's all man right there. All beefcake buddy. Nice little butt, nice little butt. You be grabbing them cheeks and but that's beside the point. Anyway, that's beside the point. The Rock, I don't know if you can see that. That bastard. There's only one black woman, and we're the black women. Leave us the heck alone. We are carrying enough of a burden on us. Enough. Black men, please, please understand. Please, please stop knocking us down. We have to come together. We have to. Then you have the ones, oh, well, the black women, they do be that, they argue a lot. We do. That, sisters, I don't know what that's about, but we do. We do argue. I'm not sure why we do that, because I do that too. You say something wrong to me, I'm looking at you all cross-eyed and crazy. We're in a line, the person didn't put onions on it. What did this chick say? Well, I wanted my fries darker. It's like, hell, go back there and cook that shit yourself. We ain't supposed to be catered. This ain't, what is they have it your way? Nah. I used to work at McDonald's. No, it's like, this is McDonald's. This ain't Burger King. It ain't have it your way. You take that crap the way it comes. You feel me? You feel me? Okay, now let's keep going. Sisters, we have a short fuse and we need to learn how to contain that, because you'll see them little girls with babies. They're what, about 15, 16, dragging along a little baby, which they ain't got no business having that little baby at 15. Come on now. You don't know how to raise a kid. What, Sly and the Family Stone, babies making babies? Ta-da! Back in my day, I'm a boomer. So back in my day, boomers, baby boomers. That's where I'm coming from. My ass is old. I'm 67 years old. I'm old as hell. I'm old as hell. But I remember how it was when we were black and proud. Black power, ungawa, black power. That was us. What do y'all got now? What is it? Hey. No. No. Black women, this is what I don't understand. This is that punk ass Snoop Dogg. I'm sorry I have to call you that, but this is this bastard. When he first came out, these two sisters, he's got them on dog leashes, and I know y'all remember that. This man walked out there with two black girls on dog leashes. And the thing is, the sisters went along with it. But now he's a black man. Now these sisters, I want to beat them silly. If I ever find these girls, I'm slapping the piss out of every last one of you, because you had absolutely no respect for yourself. You took a picture with the Jenner bitch, the Kardashian bitches, that bitch right there dressed as a pimp, and got 4 black women standing beside her dressed as hoes? What? The Kardashian, Jenner, Chloe, whatever the hell her name is. And you black men keep falling into them Kardashian strip and they make you pussies. Kanye's a pussy, okay? Let's call it what it is. What is that Lamar Odom dude? You let that girl make you a pussy and weak. Why you let that girl do that to you? Because she was white. I asked some brothers, older brothers, what was the fascination with the white woman? Why y'all so fascinated with her? And Sidney Poitier, I'm going to come and slap the piss out of you too. Guess who's coming to dinner? Your punk ass started that. That was you. Guess who's coming to dinner? Well, guess who's cooking the damn dinner? Huh? Who's cooking the dinner? Eh. So Mr. Portier goes from Raising in the Sun, and they move out the bad neighborhood. I don't know if y'all ever. That's an old ass movie that they used to. Oh, it's a great literature. No, the black nigga moved out the country, out the damn hood, and then ended up with the white chick. Oh, please look at that. Don't you ever forget that, because white women had slaves too. They used us as a commodity, as nursing. They said they didn't want to nurse their own babies because it made them feel confined and like a slave to their children. Really? Really? Ooh, okay. So we got the white chick, but oh no, we must go further. Here's a brother with two sisters kneeling down on the floor with dog chains. You see that? You see that? That's what they think of us. We have got to stop the programming. We have got to reprogram ourselves. We must. Black America, I love you because I have no one else. There is no one else for black people to blend with. There is no one else for us to have but us and our flavor. Black America, we came here with no culture. We were taken from different spots and all put on a boat, and boom, here we ended up. We had no culture. We built our own culture. Every area that black people have been taken from Africa, and wherever they put South America, come on, they put you there too. Put you over there on the islands, they put you there too. Did you know the Mexicans owned slaves too? Come on. Everybody owned our monkey asses. Can you believe that? So, and then wherever we are, South America, the black people, they got their own culture. They got their own thing, their own rhythm. They got their own thing. They got their own thing. Each place that the blacks were put globally, we all established our own flavor of that country. Black America, we got our own flavor. And they can't stand that we actually survived all of this time. We have actually survived and flourished. We need to blast that to the cosmos. We survived. We're flourishing, and they can't stand that, so kill us. So kill us. Kill our children. Kill us. Is that what we need? Is that what we want? No, Black America, please. This is our moment, the movement, the moment, when you gotta blow, whatever that boy is saying. But you know what I'm talking about. We have to come together. Black men, black women, we have to come together. Our future race-wise is on the line. Our race is on the line here because our future's kind of, I don't know, we got babies killing babies. And y'all say, well, I don't live in the ghetto. You're like, I'm just going to use this as a term because I don't know what else to use. The Michelle Obamas. You know, that's the highfalutin black people. You know, the ones who, oh, well, we got ourselves out of ghetto. You're looking down on the ghetto people, but your kids, you groom them, you love them, you nurture them, you teach them, you pursue them and tell them they can be all that they want to be. They can go anywhere. You tell your little black kids that, and you can be going to the stars, and you buy them the expensive this and the expensive that. Well, the kids in the ghetto are no problem of mine. Oh, yes, they are, because those are the kids who will come and kill your fucking kids and take what they have. They will kill you, too. So wouldn't it behoove you, to look back and help those kids so that they don't come and break in your house, so that they don't hijack your car? And the only reason they're doing it because they don't have anything? Because their mothers half the time don't even know where they are. I lived in an apartment building in Texas. Those kids, they roam. My son was, what was it, second grade? The school was horrendous. They were kicking my son's ass. And I had to keep going up to the school because we had just moved there and that was what that was all about. However, I would watch those young kids like say 8 just roaming in a pack around the apartment complex. Then we have a shootout underneath my window. I got the heck out of there with my kid ASAP. ASAP. Why am I going to have a place where they were selling drugs in the parking lot and you got kids? This was at night. You got kids that live there that see that and think that's the way to go. Oh no, who's to tell them it ain't? Come back into these schools and tell these kids what they can be. I used to ride my kids around the highfalutin neighborhoods so they could see. This is what you could get. These little kids in the ghetto don't see that. Their mamas don't know where they are. We had a teacher that told her, my son comes home and tells me, this is what, the second or third grade, tells me, the teacher said write a sentence, but that we didn't have to spell the words right. I'm like, I know she didn't say that. Yes, she did. No, she didn't. So I go up to the school. Did you tell this boy that he could write a sentence, but he didn't have to spell the words right? Oh, yes. Well, we were just trying to see if they could form a sentence. We're not going to worry about the words. That's what they make dictionaries for, honey. Look the word up. Tell our young kids in the hood, go the extra mile. Learn. If you cannot read, learn how to read, because if you can't read, you can't do anything. If you're little, you're in the second, third grade, and you figured out, man, I'm not getting this, I'm not understanding, because people understand at different times, at different levels. For the life of me, I couldn't pick up the concept of time. That you have the hours and the minutes and the seconds. This one little thing is, the other one's moving a little slower on the minutes, and then you had the hour. I never could pick up that concept. I never could pick it up. I'm like, what? So when I'm looking at the clock, I don't know what they're talking about. How they get 3 different elements out of that clock was beyond me. I never did figure that out. Of course, my old behind eventually did. However, they don't ever tell of the good things that black folks do. Now, this ain't us, but we could do it. We could do this. These little girls are Africans. You know what they did? They figured out how to use piss. Piss. As fuel. Piss. But of course, here come the white people. Oh no, that can't work. Of course, the oil people ain't going to tell you you could pee in your fucking car and it'll move. Of course, they're not going to do that. But these were African girls. So we got minds. We have black kids that are, graduating now from elementary school to college. Which is like, don't do that. Don't put that kind of pressure on a kid. Are you nuts? Don't do that. Because then who are they going to, I'm like 40 and I'm going to talk to a 6th grader, oh, hello, who may be a little smarter than me book-wise. But you put his behind out there in the real world, them books are fine, but the real world ain't them books. Ain't them books. The real world is the real world. And this movement of ours, this is my girl. Let me just interrupt this. I got this book because this is my hero. Winnie Mandela is my hero. My hero. That woman got arrested so much, and she was the outside movement. He's in the clink. She's out there by herself, moving the movement along in Africa. And what did they do at the end? They said that she had some young boy killed, which meant that when he got out of jail, he had to dump her. To become president, he had to get rid of Winnie. Okay, he had to get rid of her. And then he married some other chick. And it's like, what? What? And Mandela, when your punk ass died, who was standing beside you and they mentioned the movement and he did this? The new wife that didn't have that damn thing to do with what Winnie did. Nothing. She was the movement. And she got kicked to the curb. She didn't get any of the spoils. She ended up in a compound in a jail. That's where she ended up for the rest of her life, in jail. So I don't want to hear nothing about Mr. Mandela and his new wife, the bitch. Anyway, anyway, let me continue. Yeah, the NAACP. Don't you forget that. Don't you forget that. The Jews started that. The Jews started that. You just remember that. Uh-huh. Yep, you just remember that. And then we got the laws that we want passed to protect us. This movement, it's called Black Lives Matter, but they don't matter a damn because ain't no laws being passed to protect us. You know what? The Supreme Court, what did they do? See this her, which is the gay people keep connecting themselves to the Black Lives Matter movement. Well, black trans lives matter too. Did you have any idea that the black trans are getting killed more than anyone of that trans thing? I tried to look up and see if the white folks trans were getting killed like the black trans were. There ain't no black white folks getting killed like the black trans are. You are disposable, honey. I don't even know why you doing that, because you know the minute you step out that place with a man that don't know you're a man, you're dead. The minute he touches what he thinks is a coochie, and it ain't a coochie, you're dead. You're dead. So don't do that. Don't go out with a guy who thinks you're a woman. Don't do that because you're dead. Don't do that. Especially a black trans. You go with this one I met at the bus stop, and he says to me, "Oh yes, I have all of this one man. He drives what was some big expensive car like a Lamborghini, and he comes around and he talks to me. That a man will kill you. Do you understand that? You are disposable. You're disposable. He can beat you, rape you, beat you, throw you in a ditch." And no one is going to look for anyone for you, sweetie. The Supreme Court passed this shit. You know what this was for? I want to talk to you feminist heifers. Because feminists ain't no black feminists. Us black women, we ain't had to go out and march to get a job. We've been working all along. We haven't been sitting at home eating bonbons, watching TV, Leave It to Beaver. We didn't do that. Our behinds was out working. We was working. Now we've got the Supreme Court passed this. This is for so that you can't be discriminated if you're cross-dressing. So, but you feminists were ragging about, oh, well, that glass ceiling in the office, we're not going to rise. The men have the boardroom. The men still got the boardroom because according to this, a man can dress like a woman now and he can come into that workplace. So your dumb behind got played because according to you, he's a woman. So when they say, well, there's no women in the boardroom, oh, yes, there is. There's Miss Doubtfire standing right there. All right. There's what's that Tootsie? Who is that Tootsie chick standing right there? Duh, RuPaul. I'd really like to hurt that boy, truly. He's the one glamorizing you little young black men. I've never seen so many young feminine black men. And I want to tell you sisters who have sons, stop beating the man out of them boys, trying to get him to behave. You cannot beat the man out of this boy. You cannot break that boy like that. I've never seen so many. I'm working with so many feminine young black men. It's like, oh my God, no, and they're good looking. I mean, nice bods, good looking, and what a waste. That seed's going to waste. It's going to waste. Come on now, we black people, we have got to get our priorities straight. This law was passed. But the black people, we still getting our asses killed. They're still killing us. They're hanging us in trees like ornaments. What did that? Who was the white senator that said what? Slavery was a necessary evil. Really? You really believe that? Really? 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 A necessary evil. So your ass could sit up in that house while my ass is out. Well, see, because I'm a little lighter, I might have been a house nigger. But the darker niggers was out in the field. That's how they divided us. If you get a chance, read that Lynch letter that they claim is not real. Bullshit. Read that letter. Everything in that Lynch letter is exactly what happened to us. So how could it not be real? It's exactly what happened. They beat the man till they beat him damn near to death in front of the woman and in front of her child, so that they claim she would, to keep her son from getting beat like that, she would keep him in line and make him do what master say. And of course it worked, because we still got black people my age. Oh, well, this will go away. Our movement, our moment, and here we're gonna go. Anyway, taking this moment, this is our moment, Black America. I love you, but this is our moment. If we don't make a decision now for us, our kids, and our future, we're never going to make a decision. We're never going to make a decision. We have to come together. We have to. A necessary evil. Yeah, I got your necessary evil. Like my brothers used to say, I got your necessary evil hanging low and ready to flow. Even though I don't have one of those, but you know, it sounds good. Kind of rhymes. I had 6 brothers, and I mostly hung out with them. So I was more or less the tomboy. But some little girls have the name Princess. You know, Pumpkin, when they're little. Oh, Pumpkin, my little princess. What the hell was my name? Hercules. That was my name, Hercules. I'm like, what? I can't be Princess and Pumpkin too? No, I'm Hercules. And the only reason I got that name had nothing to do. I was about 9 or 10, something like that. And that name was given to me by my oldest brother. Because we were breaking up the cement in the driveway. This is back in Cleveland. I'm from Cleveland, Ohio originally. If you can survive in Cleveland, you can survive anywhere on this planet. Anyway, so we were breaking up the driveway. There's this one block of concrete that we could not break, no matter how much we sledgehammered that dog, no matter how much of what we did to that piece of slab of concrete, we couldn't break it. So here's me. I'm a person that just could never give up a thing. It was like, well, I'm going to figure this out. So I'm over there messing with it, trying to take the sledgehammer, banging it. So I take the shovel. I stick the shovel under one side of it and stepped on the handle of the shovel. Damn if I didn't pop that block of cement up. And the next thing I hear, Hercules! And it had nothing to do with strength. Of course, I broke the handle on the shovel, but it was leverage, that's all. It had nothing to do with it. I was super strong. I stepped on that thing, it popped up. But I wasn't going to be defeated. I was not going to be defeated. It's like with computers. I refuse to let a computer defeat me. It's a machine. It's not going to defeat me. And that's just me. But getting back to us, and here we are waiting for things. You know, we're waiting to get laws passed for us. Here's another one. The Native Americans on our Black Lives Matter dime got half of Oklahoma. Still waiting for that 40 acres and a mule. They got half of Oklahoma. What did we get? Did we get that law to help stop the cops? It's called qualified immunity. That's the law that lets the cops kill us and get away with it. You understand me? That's the law. And how it boils down to, if that maneuver that killed you was never addressed, like that chokehold, if that was never addressed, then the officer can't have realized that it was a danger and would have killed you. Bullshit. When they did that to that Eric Gardner, that shit was already illegal. That chokehold is from way back when I was a kid. Los Angeles had the worst cops in the world. They was kicking ass back then because I lived out there, and then they stopped the car I was in with the three brothers, made us all get out the car, and they actually put a flashlight down the boy's throat looking for drugs. It's like, what? What? This is not new. This is not new. Cleveland Heights, where my parents finally ended up moving up, the cops did not like them black folks up in Cleveland Heights whatsoever. And that was a Jewish enclave. Cleveland Heights, and still is to this day. So, the Native Americans got, and then they got half a Big Sur too, from what I'm thinking. And this is what we're trying to get. This is what the Negroes are trying to get. It's called the anti-lynching law. Anti-lynching means no killing black people. But it didn't get passed. Now here's the dumb thing. The law passed the House. It has to pass the House and the Senate. Well, it did pass, but as it got to the House, once it leaves the House, the bill must stay the same. It cannot be changed. It cannot be altered. Once it got to the Senate, it can't, some nitwit decided to change the name of the law to Emmett Till. Anti-lynching law. Well, what did that do? That changed the bill. You changed the name. So the bill that the House was going to pass, Mr. Rand Paul, who passed it originally, because it was renamed Emmett Till, he is the one person stopping the anti-lynching bill because someone thought it would be so much nicer to name it Emmett Till. So we have no anti-lynching law. We haven't got one. But everybody else is getting all, our Black Lives Matter, our blood on that street don't mean diddly. We ain't getting diddly. The immunity, Warren and Sanders are trying to get qualified immunity taken off the books because that's what's protecting the cops from killing us. That man kneeling on his neck, that happens all the time. Now, the one that should have got your attention is that white cop chick that shot that minister dude whose car broke down in the middle of the road. And all the cops in the helicopter and the bastard in the helicopter, that looks like a bad hombre. Yeah, see, that's why we need RPGs. We should have shot that bitch out the air. That would have ended that. But anyway, she's standing. Look at the film, please. You can Google it. Look at the film. He's standing at the driver's door of this van in the middle of the street with his hands on the van. The cops are standing about 5 or 10 feet away from him. They're at the back of the van, but farther away. And this bitch just shot him. She's standing that far away, and she shot that man. As he's standing there, look at the thing. He's standing there with his hands on the top of the car. And then they said she felt for her life. How you gonna fear for your life when you standing among 5 fucking cops? Come on, bitch. How are you going to claim you were threatened? I say it's a game. They told that heifer, you can kill that black man and you can get away with it, and that'll give you points and props, and hey, you'll be one of the guys. She pulls out her gun and she shot that man. She killed him for absolutely no reason, and the bitch got away. She got away. She is teaching a class on how to defend yourself for some dumb shit. We need black vigilante justice. I'm sorry to say, I'm just that way. We need to start making folks disappear, okay? Disappear. And I put that out there, and I will stand by that. Anywho, the anti-lynching law. The anti-lynching law. that never got passed because Mr. Rand Paul of Kentucky, do you know that Kentucky has a lynching museum? A fucking lynching museum. But I want to let you know that blacks, we're doing stuff. Black people, we're doing things. Here's another article. We're doing things. We don't ever hear about it because the jungle drums don't translate anymore. How come we didn't know that they say entrepreneurs buy an entire block? These are black people. Bought an entire block to revitalize it. We can do that. We have people that can do that. We don't have to live in squalor. This gentrification, they're coming back to the hood. You know, let me in closing just say that we need to get the 40 acres and a mule. We need the land. That reparation don't get no money because you niggas will be out there buying dumb shit. I mean, just dumb shit. Oh, well, I want me a Lamborghini. You'll have it 2 days and somebody done stole it. The other you, I want to get me some nails and some shoes. No, we need land. So, did you ever notice that every major city across this United States, Dallas, are all mostly black? The blacks are all in the major cities. So give us the major cities. Let the black people have the major cities. Since we're the majority in there, and let us start owning those homes. Because the homes in the city, we don't own them. We don't pay taxes. That's why the inner city schools are crap. The taxes pay for that. The black people don't own them homes that they're renting in the inner city. Because in Cleveland Heights, I lived in a raggedy place where the landlord paid me when it rained to go down and open the sewer. So that the water, when it flooded the basement, I had to do that. I'm the tenant. But I had to do that. Black people, I love you dearly, but we must unite. The only way we can win this if we are one. We must be one. Stop fighting each other. And what is it, Master J, the guy that brought out that army? I love you. I love you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And I say we black people ought to fund stuff like that. Fund it. Use your PayPal and whatever to go fund me to fund that. We need an army. We need protection. We need protection. Absolutely. And I'm all for it. We need protection. We need to stop, especially people my age. Oh, well, we're just going to wait till it goes back to normal. It's not. They're going to keep killing our kids. And they're killing your kids too, you highfalutin Michelle Obamas. And Michelle, get that oldest dollar of yours away from that white boy. I don't care how much money that boy got. He's a bad news, because if he was any good, a white chick would have had his ass, not your daughter. You know what I'm saying? You leading your daughter in, oh, he's got money. No. No, and when he beats her ass silly, I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to hear about it, president or no. You see what Mr. Trump is doing to you, don't you? However, I love you. Black America, I love you. I love you from the bottom of my heart. Bring, bring, yellow, yellow. Evie calling. Bring. Evie calling. You can find me on Twitter. I'm very political and I'm global. Evie_calling. Yep. I'm counting down the seconds, I guess. You just remember that. Them men.